Hey everyone, Richard Metal Fan here for you guys an old school album review, and this is my first old school album review of 2018. And today is this album's 15th anniversary, and this was, just for the nostalgia, one of my favorite albums, well, in my top 100. And as you can see below the title, today we're going to be looking into Hatecrew, Deathroll by Children of Bodom. And here's my copy right here, which is signed by Alexi Lehio himself. But anyway, today is this album's 15th anniversary, which came out on January 6th, 2003 through Spine Farm Records. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Children of Bodom, they're, I guess, a melodic death metal band from Finland. They've been around since 1993. And this is overall the band's fourth album, which came follow up to their last album, Follow the Reaper, which came out in 2000. And for me, Children of Bodom, when it comes to their music, I listen to mainly the first four albums and a little bit of their Are You Dead Yet and Blood Drunk and Hail of Blood. But that's besides the point. And with this album, it sort of like takes the elements of like their other their last few albums, but sort of like do some stuff differently, I guess. But in my honest opinion, I think this is my favorite Children of Bodom album, easily their best, period. And you'll probably guess what score I'm going to give, but I'm going to say that to the end of the review. But the production is really great. Like, everything is where it needs to be. Let's talk about the guitar work. What can I say? Alexi Lehio's, like, his soloing is just all over the place and just ridiculous. Like, what can that guy can do? And the riffing from former guitarist Alexander Kupola. He does some good riffs on here. Bass-wise, you can hear from Henka Sapala. You can definitely hear the bass a lot more compared to like later Children of Bodom albums. It's definitely well played in the mix. You can definitely hear it in some parts. And of course, the drumming from Jaska. In my honest opinion, I think he's one of the most underrated metal drummers ever. Period. And the keyboards play a really huge role from Janne. You could definitely his keyboard playing along with Alexi's guitar playing. The two really mesh well together. Without further ado, let's dive into this album track by track. Now, the album opens up with Needle 24/7, which is a fiery opener, busts right through your speakers into a thrashy riff with double bass pillows. And then about 10 seconds into it, and Alexi opens with a short but sweet guitar solo, and then we're off with the song. And I really just love how the one main riff with Alexi's guitar and Yanni's keyboards both go well together. It's just great. But overall, it's a fast-paced song and with some really melodic choruses. It has two guitar solos in there as well as two keyboard solos and some of the best Children of Bodom riffs. All in all, it's a great opener. Probably my favorite Children of Bodom song, to be quite honest with you guys. Then we go into Six Pounder. Now, this is a much slower song compared to Needle 24/7. It chugs away with a really addictive riff and some light keyboards in the background. Very thumping song with chugging guitars, double bass work, and Alexi's screeching vocals. The verses are a little bit faster and flowing with an awesome riff, and it has two guitar solos again. Before the first, there is like a chant of 6 pounder, which adds great to the coolness. And this song also has some excellent drum and guitar fills. And then we go into Chokehold, Cocked and Loaded, which kind of has like sort of like a little bit of a build up for a little bit, and then it just boom goes right into it. Another good song. Bodom Beach Terror has a cool slow drum intro that leads into a very cool guitar riff. After a few bars and screeching "Let's Go" from Alexi, a very, very catchy verse begins. Really can't tell what he says, but it just grooves like hell and it's really cool. Well, and the choruses are kind of slow and the keyboards really show through in them. And about 2 minutes in is a cool, powerful interlude sparse of like power chords and keyboard attacks. And then after this, a blistering solo from Alexi begins and the chorus begins again. After that, a relaxing, slower keyboard solo leads the song out. And then with it finished, there's sort of like a sample dialogue from the film American Psycho. And then we go into Angels Don't Kill. Now, this is a bit of a departure from the previous songs and albums from Bodom. It's kind of a relaxed, slow track with some very harmonious keyboards all the way through. The way Alexi sings the song actually holds quite a bit of emotion, and some of the guitar work is very relaxing and melancholic. And the solos are very slow and soothing. It's a very cool track, which stands out from the rest of the songs, if only it's for a different style. And then we go into Ripped Triple Corpse Hammer Blow, which I think is another good song. I really love that and You're Better Off Dead, another good song. I just like all these songs are really, really good, and just Little Blood Red Riding Hood is also great. I mean, I could go on say all these songs are great. I don't even need to talk about it, but damn, this is good. And then, like, of course, the album closes with Hatecrew Deathroll, which is kind of the title track, which is a bit of an odd title. So it starts off with a slow keyboard intro, but then within a matter of seconds, that just absolutely explodes into your face. Upfront song. The vocals are very upfront, and then the second verse, it shows some cool vocal also from the rest of the band. It's a short build-up, leads right into sort of like Alexi's fast-paced solo as it roughly as it starts. But yeah, now overall, Hatecrew Deathroll by Children of Bodom is definitely their best work to date. Like 15, even still holds up 15 years later. If I were to give this album a score, I'd definitely give this, well, obviously a 10 out of 10. It's freaking Children of Bodom in their prime. As well, like I could say, all their previous 3 albums were good, but this I think is the icing on the cake. So yeah, that's my review of Hatecrew Deathroll. I keep fucking that up for some reason. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of the album, and I'll see you all in the next review, and keep it metal.